He made more money sleeping than most people make working all day. In a crowded marketplace, two merchants sold the same product, spices. Both started with nothing. Both worked from sunrise to sunset. But after 5 years, one was still working 16-hour days while the other barely worked at all and made 10 times more money. The secret wasn't harder work. It was something most people never figure out. The first merchant's name was Hakim. Every morning, Hakim woke up before dawn, loaded his cart with spices, and pushed it to the market. He'd stand there all day calling out to customers. Fresh spices, best prices in town. When someone stopped, Hakim would show them his products, explain the quality, negotiate the price, wrap the spices, and collect the money. Every single sale required Hakim to be there. His hands, his voice, his time. Some days were good. He'd sell everything and make 50 coins. Other days were slow. He'd barely make 20. But good or bad, Hakim had to be there. If he didn't show up, he made nothing. Hakim worked hard, harder than almost anyone in the market. He never took days off. He never rested. People respected his dedication. They'd say, "Look at Hakim. He's always working. He's so committed." But here's the truth. Hakim was trapped. His income depended entirely on his presence. If he got sick, no income. If he wanted to visit family, no income. If he just needed a break, no income. Year after year, Hakim kept grinding. He thought that's what success looked like. Work harder, show up every day, push through exhaustion. But no matter how hard he worked, he couldn't scale beyond his own two hands. 5 years passed. Hakim was still pushing his cart every morning, still calling out to customers, still working 16 hours a day. He made decent money, but he was exhausted. His body hurt. His energy was gone. And he realized something terrifying. He couldn't keep doing this forever. The second merchant's name was Zain. On his first day, Zain did the same thing as Hakim. He pushed his cart to the market, sold spices, and made around 50 coins, just like Hakim. But that night, Zain went home and thought about something different. He asked himself, "How can I sell spices without being there all day?" Most people never ask that question. They just accept that work requires their time. But Zain knew time is limited. There's only so many hours in a day. If he wanted to grow, he needed a different approach. The next week, Zain took half his earnings and hired a young man named Omar to help him. Zain taught Omar how to sell the spices, how to talk to customers, how to handle money. Then Zain set up a small stall in the market and put Omar in charge. Now Zain had two selling points: his own cart and Omar's stall. Zain still worked, but now he wasn't doing everything himself. Omar handled the stall while Zain handled the cart. Sales doubled. After a few months, Zain hired another person, then another. Each time, he'd teach them the process, give them a location, and let them run it. Zain stopped selling directly and started managing the system. By the end of year 1, Zain had 5 people selling his spices in different parts of the city. He wasn't standing in the market anymore. He was sourcing better spices, training his team, and watching the money come in. By year 2, Zain had 10 locations. He hired a manager to oversee the sellers so he didn't even need to check on them daily. The business ran without him. By year 3, Zain opened shops in other cities. He created a system that could be copied anywhere. Find a location, hire someone, teach the process, collect the profit. By year 5, Zain had over 30 people working for him across multiple cities. He'd wake up in the morning and money had already been made while he slept. His system worked 24 hours a day even when he didn't. One day, Hakeem saw Zain walking through the market in the middle of the afternoon. Hakeem was standing at his cart, exhausted, covered in sweat. Zain looked relaxed, rested, wealthy. Hakeem stopped him and said, "I don't understand. We started the same. I work every single day from dawn until night. You barely work at all. How are you so successful?" Zain looked at him and said, "Because I stopped trading my time for money." Hakeem didn't understand. Zain explained, "When you sell spices, you make money. But the moment you stop selling, the money stops. Your income is limited by your time, and time runs out. I built a system. My system sells spices even when I'm not there. It works while I sleep. It works when I'm on vacation. It works when I'm spending time with my family. I'm not selling my time anymore. I'm selling a process." Hakeem realized his mistake. He thought success meant working harder. Zain understood success meant building something that works without you. Here's the lesson most people never learn. Your time is your most limited resource. There's only 24 hours in a day. You can't work more than that. So if your income depends on your time, your income has a ceiling. Hakeem represents most people. They trade hours for dollars. They work hard, show up every day, and stay trapped because their income stops the moment they stop working. Zain represents entrepreneurs who understand leverage. They build systems. Systems are processes that work without constant input. Once built, they generate income on repeat. Think about your life right now. If you stopped working tomorrow, would money still come in? For most people, the answer is no. That's the trap. Employees trade time for money. Business owners build systems that make money without their time. That's the difference between working hard and building wealth. A job is you doing the work. A business is a system doing the work. A job stops paying when you stop showing up. A business keeps paying because the system keeps running. Most people never escape the time for money trap because they think the only way to make more money is to work more hours. But there's a limit. You can't work 25 hours a day. The only way to break free is to build something that works without you. A team, a process, a product, a system. That's what Zain did. He didn't work harder than Hakeem. He built smarter than Hakeem. And while Hakeem stayed stuck, Zain became wealthy. This is how businesses work. This is how real wealth gets built. Not by grinding yourself into exhaustion, but by creating something that runs while you rest. Hakeem worked every day for 5 years and stayed in the same spot. Zain built a system for 5 years and became free. The question isn't how many hours you can work. It's whether you're building a machine that works without you. Watch the next one.